Collecting Box with Danny the Puppet.
Hi, it is I, Danny the Puppet, and this is my last collecting bots of the year. Sorry I took off last week for Christmas. Hope you got some of the bots you wanted under the tree, or at least got gift cards where you could buy the bots you wanted, like I did with Soundwave. Anyways, what are we going to talk about here on our last video? Our last video this year, we're going to talk about the top 5 bots of the year. I'm going to go top 6 because I had a couple I really wanted to squeeze in there. So here we go. Top 6 bots of the year. Gonna start off, here's the rules. They all have to be in my collection, so they have to be ones I actually purchased. And yeah, they have to be ones that were supposed to come out during this year, so I'm not throwing on any of the ones that snuck out at the end, like Amalgamus Prime or Quintus Prime. So here we go, starting at the bottom with number 6. I'm going with Hearts of Steel Bumblebee. Hearts of Steel Bumblebee. This is a figure I've wanted for a long time. I've been a fan of the comic, and I like the idea of the Transformers coming in earlier forms like trains. So that was kind of neat to get Bumblebee as a train. Added bonus, you had to buy him in a 2-pack. And he came with Megatron as a cannon. Megatron turning into an old cannon is kind of cool. I really like that. Going to, that was number 6 there. So going to number 5... my 5th favorite Transformer of the year was Micronus Prime. I really liked Micronus Prime. It was kind of a neat little gimmick there. He's technically a Minicon, but he came with a suit of armor that transforms that you can use. That was kind of cool too. The Age of the Primes has been really cool this year. I could have put many of them on this list, but since I decided I'm only doing the top 6, well, Micronus Prime is one of the ones that made it on this list. So many other ones there that I really like, but I really liked Micronus Prime, which brings us to number 4 on the list. Number 4 on the list is Onyx Prime. Whew. This is so unusual. One of the reasons I like him so much is he doesn't look anything like a Transformer. He looks like something out of Gundam or some weird anime mecha or something like that. He turns into a centaur and turns into a weird horse creature. And it's really cool because he's supposed to be the one that all the Beast Transformers are descended from. And Onyx Prime is something else. This is one you really got to get in your collection if you like unusual Transformers. And this has definitely been a year for unusual Transformers. So you got to really like that. Going to number 3 on my list. Number 3, because I got to get another Bumblebee on this list. Transformers 1 Bumblebee. I really like him. It's a good representation of the character from the movie. And that's turning into one of my favorite versions of Bumblebee. And everyone knows Bumblebee is my favorite Transformer. So that's why I had to squeeze a number 6 on this list. But here we go. We're getting to the top 2. Number 2 is Silverbolt. Or rather, I should say the aerial bots as a whole. I like Silverbolt. He's a good figure. And that weird base thing that came with him that's part of his jet mode is kind of unusual. And I know a lot of people don't like these frame combiners, but I loved Silverbolt. But even cooler is you can put Silverbolt together with their Aerobots and get Superion. It's a nice solid figure, a nice representation of the cartoon. And it's of all the combiners I have, and I love the Combiner War combiners, but I really like this. It's nice and sturdy, and it's a good solid figure. Not planning on replacing my Combiner War combiners, but I didn't have Superion yet, so I was really excited for this. The only problem is Silverbolt is a commander class, and commander classes were expensive, and they're only getting more expensive. So there's that. But what is the number 1 Transformer on this list? Number 1 would be, and you might be surprised because I say I collect mostly Autobots, number 1 is Studio Series 86 Megatron. I know a lot of people aren't happy that he turns into a tank, but once you get past this, it's a good representation of Megatron from the Generation 1 cartoon. It's a really good figure, a good solid figure. Looks great posed with Optimus Prime. And as I mentioned, I got Studio Series Soundwave now. And he looks really great with Studio Series Soundwave. This is by far the best mainline Megatron that they've ever released. I was on the fence about getting him, and I wasn't going to, but I'm glad I did. Thankfully, I ran into some gift card money. I figured I'd put him on pre-order, And I'm glad I did because he hasn't been anywhere to find. I've never seen him in the stores, and he seems sold out online everywhere I go. So much like last year where Studio Series 86 Prime was the one I almost didn't get, I'm glad I got this one. And along with that Studio Series 86 Soundwave, who will probably make my list of top 5 Transformers next year. Honorable mention, any of the Primes would be great. The Primes were good, but a lot of them had boring, almost monotone colors, which kind of didn't sit right with me. So I'm going to have to put this one on the list as honorable mention, Alpha Trion. This is a really good Alpha Trion figure, and I know they did a really good Alpha Trion figure before, but I really like this one. His Autobot symbol comes off, he transforms, and he comes with probably the best accessories I've ever seen with the Transformer, a book and a quill. I'm not kidding. It seems unusual, but I thought they were kind of cool. He's got the Covenant of Primus, and the quill that he has to write with it. Kind of neat. Let's see what next year has to hold for us. And looking forward to seeing you next year in 2026 for more collecting bots. I'll see you then. Bye.